Okay, I've had some questions about this week's research question discussion and the paper, so I thought I would go ahead and address this issue. Keep in mind that you have two major papers this semester. You have a brief paper and you have a term paper. And for each of these papers, you will have annotated bibliographies. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But before you can begin researching for a paper, you have to come up with your ideas, right? So I recommend going ahead and looking at the 3-paper ideas assignment before you even look at the research question discussion. It will make more sense. The only reason this is listed first is because, remember, your first post is due by Wednesday. So if you'll click on the 3-paper ideas, and you can download, it says either download the assignment from Miles Ark and type or write answers on separate paper. Well, obviously this is for my, I also use this in the classroom. You guys are going to copy and paste this 3 times, and you're just going to type your answers in. So you have to answer the following questions for each of your 3-paper ideas. So you will repeat this 3 times. You can get your argument topic wherever. I mean, you may already have one in your mind, and I provide you a link online that you can look at. Anyway, whatever you decide to work with, it might be easier to start with your thesis or to think of your idea. So what if I wanted to argue that the legal drinking age should be lowered? Well, my research question then would literally be, should the legal drinking, I can't type this one, age be lowered, right? That would be my research question, and whatever my direction is, that would be my answer. My tentative answer would be my thesis. And so then I would go and ask myself all these different questions, and that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to come up with 3 possibilities that you are interested in. And when you're done hashing these 3 out, you need to pick your best one or your most favorite. Or it is possible that you already know what you want your first paper to be about. So you can just start there, but you're going to need a research question. All right. So on the discussion, the research question discussion, it says, for this discussion, you'll need to consider the 3-paper ideas assignment. What is your number 1 research question right now? In other words, what argument are you planning on making in your brief paper? For your initial post, please type your research question. So I would then, like, if I'm using the example, it would be this. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and post that. Now look at what the responses have to be. It says between Thursday and Saturday, reply to at least one student by asking a question related to his or her topic that will need addressing as he or she prepares for the brief paper. What we are doing here is unpacking these topics. You need to think about all the different aspects of your topic, and we're going to help each other with that. So somebody might come in and ask, why is the age limit set the way it is now? Like, how did we get here, right? So that would be one question. And then somebody else might come in and say, why should it, no, let's see, what can we ask? What age is reasonable, you know? And so you just start asking all these questions to unpack this so that we can make sure that we cover everything that we need to in our papers. I did provide you a link of argument topics. It's just one. It has some different ideas. It also even has some resources that are available. But you can also just hit Google and say argumentative essays. You know, this particular paper is only 3 to 5 pages. So I don't think finding a topic is going to be difficult. You just need to make sure that it's appropriate for the space that you have. All right, so just to recap, 3 paper ideas makes you come up with 3 different ideas that you'll be using for the brief paper. You need backups in case the first one doesn't work out. And you need to really think about how you're going to handle the paper. So that's what this assignment does. Your research question has you post your number one right now. What are you thinking about writing your paper on? And then in replies, we will ask questions to help you unpack that topic and to think about everything that you need to think about for planning your paper. Once you have your idea started, then it's time for research, and that's where the annotated bibliography draft comes in, and you need 3 sources. All right, I'm sure I'll check back in with you later this week about the annotated bibliography. Thank you.